getting the steering box here replaced and the steering shaft. It's the first weekend back since Iola. I do have a video I'm going to be sneaking in here of a 1991 RS Camaro State Patrol car. So stick around for the end on that. And let's get busy on this thing. All right, let's start by getting rid of the steering box here. I originally put it in to mock it up, make sure that everything would fit together well with these headers, and they do. But now we got the new steering box in, so we're going to start by getting this out. We'll get it up on the bench. We'll remove that pitman arm that's on it and start transferring it over to the new gearbox. We will be torquing these bolts down on the new gearbox. Torque ratings are 70 foot-pounds on them. There we go. One. And let's get that other one out. I hope that I did. All right, that's fine.
What size?
7/16. I'll need a 6-inch extension with that, please. Thank you. Loose. Grab me that small pry bar, please, on the side of the toolbox. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Touchdown. All right, let's get this shaft off right away while I'm here. One of the neat little tools that I picked up from Iola was the 16-ounce Milwaukee dead blow hammer. Dead blow hammer is not something I had in my toolbox for a long time. If I needed something with heft, I used a 3-pound mallet, and this is pretty cool. I talked to the guy. He said if you get any chips in the hammerhead here or here, all you gotta do is call 1-800-SAWDUST and they will take care of your replacement. No questions asked, easy peasy. So I'm looking forward to giving this thing a thorough testing and seeing what all I can make use of it. Oh, that'll work. Oh, good idea. Oh, there we go. Fresh battery. All right, let's see if we can blast this thing off of here. There we go.
Oh,
beautiful.
You bet.
When brute force fails, impact wrenches prevail.
No.
Now, let's go grab a pitman puller for this. Taiwanese stuff. all I could afford when I was a kid. Where's that?
Yeah, all the other stuff.
There we go.
Should walk right in.
Be interesting to see how well this does. This old.
Let's just take your time. Is that a Milwaukee?
Yeah, that's Milwaukee.
Torque wrench or just?
Oh, just an impact. All right. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, this gearbox is actually a 1981 Camaro gearbox. The one I bought for the car is a 1988 Camaro gearbox with a 10-to-1 steering ratio. Okay, that looks about right. All right, let's see.
I would put a little bit of grease here.
You are absolutely right. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
My father was a machinist pretty much his whole life. So when a machinist tells you should grease something, you probably should. Never hurts nothing. All right, there's that. I believe this nut actually torques like 180 pounds or something crazy. I'll have to pull out my other torque wrench for that. We'll look that up though. All right, an arm.
Can I come out?
Sure. All right, there we go. Okay. Now, go get the. That's going on good. All right. Now, I'm going to go grab the other torque wrench and I will be right back. All right, let's get this nut torqued down. Torque spec on this nut is 185 foot-pounds. Now, we are going to follow that because this is a steering component and I'd hate to not follow it. All right, 185 pounds. 125, 50. Okay, there's 180 foot-pounds. Actually, get these rags out of there because this can get a little gnarled up. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. There we go. I don't want a ton. You want to support it in case it comes loose?
No.
Oh, now it should be fine. It's wedged in there, so.
Hold on. I want to see something. Okay, now you're good. You got clearance here. I just want to make sure it wasn't Locking in.
I hear you. All right, I just wish I could. There we go.
Got it.
I'm not doing it again. All right. Got it? You all right? Okay. Hey, we didn't damage it. Here we go, guys. All torqued up and ready to go on the car. Great idea, Dad. Hi, Zelda. We'll be all right. Straight through there like so. Get that started in there like so. Okay. All right, get this last bolt in here. All right, let's get a torque wrench on here. You should be torqued between 50 and 70 pounds, they say. Uh, 60, do it one more time. $60.3. All right. You know, that did feel pretty good. I think I'm going to leave it at that. We'll get the other ones real quick. Alright, that's good. 60 pounds. Now, with the steering gearbox installed into the car, I think the next thing I want to do is just get the steering shaft installed and see how that fits. It should fit fine. The stock one fit fine. The reason why I went with a stock steering shaft on this was because mainly I just want to be able to move the car around. And later on, I do plan on going with a different steering shaft that eliminates the rag joint and just has like your full-on universal setup. So here's what we got. I think I picked this one up from Rock Auto as well. pretty good deal. So let's get this baby on there. And I think the final thing I'm going to do after I get this installed is I'm actually going to take the steering column out, because I'd like to clean that up and assess whether do I want to put a new steering column in, or do I want to just rough this one up and put a new coat of gloss black on it. It was in good shape. There's nothing wrong with it. So like I said, I just want to get it up on the bench and assess it properly before I go and spend more money that I don't need to spend. All right, let's get the steering shaft installed. So one thing I want to point out is when you're installing the steering shaft, you're going to have a flat right here. And there's a flat on that gear right here. So we're going to line those flats up, and we're going to get this baby pounded on there, or slipped on, whatever works best on that. Hope I don't have to pound it much. Alright, so get it down through the header. And there's my flat shaft. There we go. And she's gonna just slide right on like this. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I think it is. All right, I need to line the steering linkage up with the pitman arm. Make sure my wheels are locked in where I want them to. We don't want a catastrophe. Oh yeah, that could have been bad. There we go. Safety first. You know, I put 2-inch drop springs on the front of this car, and it's only now that I'm starting to think to myself, that might not have been the best idea. There. That's looking better. There. And I'm gonna go eat supper with my family. What do you think, Zelda? You think we should go in and get some food? All right, let's go inside. We'll go eat, okay? All right, let's get back to this. There we go. Now, looks like we have, whew. Let's see, where's that? Oh, right there. Just enough header clearance. I bet you this rubber boot here is gonna end up burning. Probably remove that. That way we don't have problems with it later. That, or I might end up wrapping some of them headers. Keep the heat away at least. All right, well, I know that fixed. I want to get this pin secured in here. So I don't lose it. Okay, so I just sort of put 2 bolts in on this steering wheel just to get it to hang right. As you can see right there's one of them, and the other one's on the other side, just a couple nuts. I'm going to get that off quick and get it up onto the workbench. So I got the column out. It looks like it's in great shape. Let me just show you what I'm looking at here. That's in good shape. Need a new gasket, just clean the rust off. Clean all this junk off. We'll paint this black again. Not this, this. And this is in really good shape. And not much here for rust at all. We could just rough this up and paint it gloss black again. This was the original steering column that came in the car. It was equipped with cruise control and tilt steering. Steering wheel has that normal I'm breaking down feel to it where it gets all sticky here. The thing is I really love that steering wheel. I think it's one of the best steering wheels that GM ever made. And I'm almost thinking that I either want to try to rewrap this thing with a leather. I mean, to be cheaper, I definitely don't want to buy a brand new one. If I can find a way to make this steering wheel work and just do a different wrap on it, that would be really nice. I know this is a molded rubber, but I have seen companies that take that off and actually do a really nice job wrapping these. So I think I might look into that because, like I said, I love these steering wheels. Let's see here. The wires are all great on this. Oh, did I tell you what I got in the mail too? I'm gonna have to show you that. I got a new painless wiring harness for this car.
Oh, yes.
Came in the mail last week. Really looking forward to getting this in there. I know I don't have my roll bar or my subframe connectors welded yet, but I do want to get this car running before the snow flies again. So this might go in sooner than expected, and we'll just have to be really careful when we're doing our welding and everything else. I also did pick up a brand new hardwood hood at Iola for this car. Unfortunately, tragedy struck on that, and I will let you know what happened to it in the next video. I think for now we're going to use it as a mock-up just to make sure that it'll work with what I have in the car. And if it doesn't, then I might have to go with a bigger cowl. But yeah, I'll tell you all about what happened. And in the meantime, enjoy this video of this sweet 1991 RS State Trooper Camaro. And I had to show you guys this. It's pretty cool. State Trooper Gen 3 Camaro. Yes, it's a real fleet car. Had something like 189,000 miles on it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. In the meantime, I want you guys to keep wrenching and make these cars come to life. Have a great week.